detecting a massive object emerging from hyperspace.
The Rise of Skywalker is the official title of Episode 9. We just got the trailer dropped at the end of the Episode 9 panel, and as I predicted, they would do the exact same move that they did with Avengers 4, where they reveal the title and the first trailer at the same time. Now, the panel was pretty much exactly what you'd expect. It's just asking questions that the cast can answer, questions that the director kind of throws off at the cast, and questions that the cast just throws back at the director. They're trying to play fast and loose with what they will and will not answer. So honestly, to no one's real surprise, not much was really answered there. We did get a lot of good behind the scenes images, but ultimately the big talking point of this entire panel was the trailer and the name reveal. Now, at the very onset of the trailer, Luke says everything 10 or 1,000 generations of Jedi knowledge lives inside you, which leads me to believe that every Jedi ghost, or at least everyone that had the ability to turn into a Force ghost, did teach Rey, and Rey in fact has the knowledge now of 1,000 past generations of Jedi Knights, which will be interesting. That would make her incredibly powerful. And if a point that I believe comes up at the end of this trailer, my little theory is true, Kylo Ren will be just as powerful. There are some really nice shots with Leia. It's really nice to see Carrie Fisher's archive footage being used in this movie. JJ did talk about in the panel how CGI was completely off the table. There was no way he was ever going to use CGI to bring back Carrie Fisher. But with the amount of deleted scenes that they had from The Force Awakens, they were able to organically integrate her into the movie and build scenes around her in a way that didn't in any way feel forced. And I'm honestly really excited to see where that goes in the movie. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but J.J. Abrams feels pretty confident, and everyone there seemed on board with everything. So I'm excited for it. There are some shots of Kylo Ren repairing his helmet. There are some shots of him and his TIE fighter chasing down Rey, and Rey just jumps over it. There's also a really great shot. I don't know what it is. I love the color grading. I just love the style of it. But it's like a red battlefield, and Kylo Ren just completely destroys a Resistance trooper like he's nothing. Like, why is he standing in the way? There's a couple battle sequences, including A-Wings and what I believe are Star Destroyers. It was a quick shot, so I'm not entirely certain. There's also jet troopers on the set that is going to be... It was filmed in Jordan. We're not entirely sure on the planet. It could be Jakku. It could be Tatooine. It could be an entirely new planet. It would be nice if they went back to Jedha. I think that'd be kind of cool. But odds on that are unlikely. It'll probably be a new planet if I had to guess. And the music for this entire trailer is Leia Organa's theme, followed by, at the very end of the title, we see Kylo Ren's theme, which is, in a way, it's almost like a passing the torch just in musical themes, because you have Leia's theme, and then her son's theme is immediately following that. It's something that's honestly, it's a nice move for me. And the very last thing, the last shot and the last line we get from what I assume is Luke Skywalker's ghost, is Luke says, "No one is really gone," or "No one is ever really gone." And it pans up and we see what is a fractured part of the superstructure of the Death Star. It could be the Death Star 2, or it could be the Death Star. We're not entirely sure. Honestly, at this point, it could be either or. And then it goes to black and we hear Palpatine's laugh. Now, this could easily be a reference to the Legends, where he clones himself and then comes back to fight the rebellion, or at the New Republic. And if he is truly the end-all big bad of the entire Star Wars saga, that would wrap together the prequels, the originals, and the sequels. Throw away Supreme Leader Snoke. He doesn't matter anymore. It's time for Palpatine to come back into the play. And then at the end, we get our title reveal in blue, which I think a lot of people suspected. The Force Awakens title was yellow, The Last Jedi's title was red, and The Rise of Skywalker is blue, which I guess they're just doing new color grading. I'm not entirely sure. The Revenge of the Sith title was in red, but the other two I believe were just in yellow. We're talking just trailers here. Like, I'm not saying like on posters and everything, but I think it's just their way of distinguishing each movie from one another. I'm not sure if it really means anything. Red can be seen as the dark part of the saga. Blue can be the hopeful ending, but I believe this movie is going to be the most action-packed out of all three of them, and honestly, it could be the most action-packed out of the entire saga. Certainly, if they're smart, that would be the wise move to go, because everyone's going to want a ton of action if this is the culmination of a 9-film saga spanned over 40 years. But that's all we got. We got a lot of old characters returning, like Billy Dee Williams. I'm excited to see Lando Calrissian back in the cockpit of the Falcon. Hasn't seen it since the end of episode 6, or I guess Solo, but I'm talking like timeline-wise. But I'm really excited to see what they do with Leia. I'm really excited to see what they do with Rey and Kylo Ren. I think that plot point is going to be my favorite, and especially Palpatine, Luke, and the other Jedi. I suspect we'll see Anakin. I have no doubt we'll see Ghost Yoda again, and several Jedi, maybe even from old Legends material, stuff like the Old Republic. After all, it said 1,000 generations, so it's gonna go pretty far back. I'd be very surprised if they didn't include some Legends characters that all of us know and love. But ultimately, guys, that's it. That was the panel. It was over an hour long, and all we got was one trailer. There was a lot of talking, but keep in mind, it's just people throwing off questions. It's what you're going to expect from every panel. Everybody knows that these panels are just build-ups for the trailer, and that's exactly what they did. They tugged us around, and then they showed us the trailer, and man, does it excite. There's a lot more celebration left. We still have the Jedi Fallen Order panel tomorrow, and then we have Clone Wars and The Mandalorian on Sunday, and I'm really excited for all three of those panels. Well, guys, what did you think? Are you excited for the rise of Skywalker? Are you ready for Episode 9? I can't wait to see the rest of Celebration, and I can't wait to review and talk about it. But as for right now, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys next time.